Just go. Yes, I've been ready. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the first. We're here for the first round of IHSA state playoffs, as Gibault takes on East Alton Wood River for the regional quarterfinal. And Gibault has already met East Alton Wood River in a doubleheader. They took both games. And my name is AJ Thompson, and just right now I'm joined by our cameraman. Now with the mic is Mitchell Nolan, and other commentator Eric Schrader will be here shortly. Mitchell, how you doing?
I was doing good. Glad and not glad to be back in Florida, as you guys couldn't participate without me, obviously.
Nope, we missed two broadcasts, I believe, because someone was selfish and decided to take a vacation to Florida. But that doesn't matter, because what matters right now is the Gibault Hawks taking every game they can possibly get in hopes for another state run. The last time the Gibault Hawks were in the playoffs, they got second place in state. They were 1A at that time, so the competition in 2A is a bit more difficult. Obviously, no postseason last year, no season last year. So the last postseason game the Gibault Hawks played was the state championship loss, which was 2 years ago yesterday.
That's kind of
And
sad,
correct. And
as both of us were part of that.
both of us were part of that team. Worst day of my life,
Let's not
besides the
revisit it.
day my
Let's keep
goldfish
moving.
died. Um, this Gibault Hawks team is 12 and 11, coming into the IHSA section, or this sectional is a 6 seed, or this regional is a 6 seed. Not really sure how that works. Um, I'll be covering the. I'll be breaking down the Gibault's key to success in this playoffs, because they're not really a bad team. They definitely have the pitching. Because in IHSA playoffs, you're really only throwing two starters. With your two starters being Daniel Darren and Ryan Bollinger, you're bound to go far. The defense is the big key here. Defense needs to step up. The defense is averaging more than an error a game. Defense needs to step up, make clean plays, and they cannot give away free bases, or Gibault will not have a long run in this postseason. And Gibault can go far if they make clean plays, if they attack the baseball. I think Cameron Hanvey, I don't think anyone realizes how good of a base runner he is. I think Cameron Hanvey needs to be stealing every time he is on. He needs to be bunting for a hit. They need the leadoff guy on. They need to move him over. Cameron can move over. It's a way to get an early run. It's a way to get an early run. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties there. It's a way to get an early run. In the playoffs, you do not want to play from behind. Gibault needs to get the lead, not give away free bases, and keep the lead. Mitchell, what do you think Gibault's key to success in the playoffs is?
Less errors, more hits.
I agree.
I think they need to have a little more fun playing this game too. I don't know. I heard recently they've been having a little more fun in the dugout, been a little more energetic. But the few first games that we did here, I thought it wasn't energetic to start out the year.
And another key thing is going back to the defense. I believe I was going to say. Let me think here. Forgot what I was going to say. Oh boy, what'd you say? Oh no. Before the game, Coach Scare gave a talk to the team that I was kind of eavesdropping, and he said that he is as nervous today as he was when he coached the state championship game. It does not matter who you're playing, when you're playing. This team needs to play like they know they can lose. They need to play thinking they're going to lose. You cannot go in thinking you're going to beat your opponent 15 to nothing, or you're not going to. The bad things are going to come from that. You need to go in, expect to lose, and they need to come in with that attitude. They need to realize that uh, this could be their last game. I know they beat East Alton Wood River 2 times pretty easily, but this could be their last game. They need to treat it like that. This is also senior night, so I think that adds some extra meaning for the seniors. On senior night, the seniors always want to play well. and that is playoffs. I think the big the I think the big people we should be expecting things from today is the seniors and the corner infielders. I don't think the middle infielders have been that bad, but the corner infielders are the ones who needed the most work. As Gibault kneels for their prayer,
AJ, the forecast is looking a little shaky. It looks like a cloud could be moving in.
it is
But I
getting
mean, I
pretty
don't think a
cloudy.
little rain's not gonna hurt the field. Looks a little damp, but looks dry also.
But when it rains, it pours.
Too much rain could be too much rain. But right now, I think we're pretty set. As I might need an umbrella if it starts raining.
And hopefully to this Gibault team that this is more than just a game. They need to act like more than just a team. They need to act like a band of brothers. Each and every teammate, they need to have each other's back. They need to be backing each other up during the plays.
I think just because you come in from last week beating these people, I mean, beating this team pretty fairly, does not mean this is a completely different game than last week. These teams are both bringing energy because they seniors know this team, the seniors know another team. That they lose, it's over. Their season's done. They got juniors, seniors. They got the juniors and sophomores and freshmen, both squads probably, but they can still play. But these seniors, it's over. They lose.
And
So both teams are going to come out battling. I feel.
I think they want to. I think another thing that'll put a chip on their shoulders. I think they want a revenge shot against Columbia. They know they could have beaten Columbia, and if they win this game tonight, they get a shot at Columbia on Friday. I think they want another shot at Columbia, and I think that's going to motivate them some more. They'll have Daniel on the mound, who Columbia already saw, but I don't think Daniel was at his best. I think Daniel was at his best against Nashville, and I think Daniel during the playoffs is going to be absolutely electric. If I'm the local teams in 1A or 2A, I mean 2A, not 1A, but if I'm the local teams in 2A, Gibault's this team that I would be scared to face right now. And besides, like for the big teams, like obviously you're scared of Freeburg, obviously you can be scared of Columbia, but Gibault is the unexpected dark horse team that you need to be scared of.
I would totally agree with you. There's always an underlier. Always an underdog, just like anything you go into. But you got to come in every game thinking this is your last one. Very scary. But looks like we're going to start here. I don't know if we. I think no national anthem looks like or something. But we're going to start the game here.
And this is the lineup for the visiting Oilers from East Alton Wood River. Leading off number 5, playing center field, Carson Reef. Batting second, the catcher, number 2, Lucas Moore. Batting third, number 11, the pitcher, Kenny Beacom. Batting cleanup, number 17, the third baseman, Seth Sladen. Batting fifth, number 15, the left fielder, Gary Shimoyna. Batting sixth, number 12, Tyler Robinson, the second baseman. Batting seventh, the DH, number 21, Dylan Gurner, who is DHing for Lucas Brown, the second baseman. Batting eighth, number 7, the first baseman, Nick Kelsey. Batting last, number 8, the shortstop, Brendan Knoll. As the Hawks take the field, pitching today is Ryan Bollinger. Batting batting first is number 4, the catcher, Cameron Hanvey. Batting second at third base, number 5, Eli Garcia. Batting third, number 5, the center fielder, Daniel Darren. Batting fourth is number 28, the first baseman, Jude Green. Batting fifth is number 23, the right fielder, Braden Sabo. Batting sixth, number 12, the second baseman, Ian Bollinger. Batting eighth, the DHing for pitcher Ryan Bollinger, is number 8, Nick Chambers. And then batting last for the Hawks is number 3, the left fielder, Chase Schrader. As I said earlier, Ryan Bollinger is on the mound tonight, and Ryan Bollinger has been an exceptional starter for the whole season for the Hawks, going deep in all of his starts. You really couldn't ask for a better one to throw out against Wood River. Now up for the Oilers is number 5, Carson Reef. Carson Reef's hitting 225 on the year with 40 at bats and 9 hits, all of them singles. First pitch is a called strike. Also, first pitch strikes, they're already important in regular games, but they need to be getting first pitch strikes in these at bats.
Totally
They
agree.
need to be
It's a big thing in
they need to be
two-way 1A
capitalizing.
baseball.
Yeah, they need to be capitalizing and getting the momentum in their way.
The crowd's getting a little bigger here as I mean, it's not a bad day outside, nice and temperature, but a little cloudy.
And Carson Reeves strikes out on 3 straight pitches. That'll bring up number 2, Lucas Moore. First pitch to the 2 hitters, a ball. Foul ball. 1-1 count.
Just throw strikes and you get strikes.
Called strike for the second strike of that bat. Out for Ryan Bollinger as he gets 2 strikeouts and 2 outs to start the game. That'll bring up the 3 hitter, number 11, Shane Beecham.
This hitter is going to actually be the starting pitcher for Wood River, as he's got only about a couple innings. I think about a pair of 15 innings on his career here for the Wood River this year. So we'll see what he has when he comes pitch next inning.
First pitch was a called strike. Second pitch, ball low. Sorry, folks, we're having some camera difficulties. But another ball. Let's make it a 2-1 count. A 3-0 count, excuse me. He'll walk on 4 pitches. So there's a runner on first for the at least 2 strikes, and I think 1 ball. Maybe 2 balls now. Oh, 3-2 count. Three-two count to Cameron Hanvey. And we are now joined by Eric Schrader. Eric, how are you doing on this lovely afternoon?
Good, AJ. A little tired from work, but
Cameron Hanvey strikes out swinging, and I was saying before the game that he needs to be smarter. No one realized how good of a base runner he is. He needs to be laying the ball down and taking the base and stealing until people realize it.
I think a lot of people realize that he's
I don't think people do.
fantastic base runner.
Did the third baseman crash there? On a fantastic base runner, you got to be expecting that they're going to bunt.
Maybe they figured Gibault was going to try being aggressive to start off this playoff game.
There's no way you know that, Eric. It's high school.
I said maybe.
And Eric, since you weren't here, you said the key is good, clean defense, Cameron being aggressive on the base paths, and the pitching to keep doing their job.
I would agree.
Absolute daddy hack, foul back.
And I'm sure you said before, defense has been brutal all year.
Averaging an error game. More than an error game. It's 27 errors in 23 games.
It's not a recipe for success.
No.
Success.
Foul back. Foul back again. Love to see Eli Garcia fighting, and I also said you need to be aggressive towards the baseball. Can't get hits if you're not aggressive. And it'll hit him.
That's one way to be aggressive, I guess.
Garcia will take first base, and that'll bring up number 5, Daniel Darren.
Now batting number 5, Daniel Darren.
On base 5, see it and hit it.
And see if Cameron bunts there. Runner goes, but ball's fouled. See, if you bunt with that third baseman crash, you're gonna get on there. Cameron would be on second right now. He would be on second, and he could have stole third right now. Then the Hawks would have runners on the corners with 0 outs.
You know, if you really wanted to, Daniel does have a little bit of speed. He could certainly lay one down
A little bunt steal.
with the 3-hitter. Wouldn't expect him much.
You know,
With the bunt steal though, if you don't get that down, catcher does have a clear lane to throw to third though with the left-handed batter up.
that's true. And it'll be a base hit to the right field. Garcia will round second and go to third.
That works just
He'll
as
be
well.
up cleanly.
That works just as well.
That works just as well. Now they run from the corners with only 1 out. That'll bring him cleanup hitter Jude Green.
Knowing you, you'd probably squeeze right here, get an early lead.
Squeeze.
Now batting number 28, Jude Green.
Oh, let's go. That's my favorite kind, too, vanilla. Runner goes to second, and he is safe. So now runners on second and third for the Hawks.
Something to drive, 2-8. Run in.
2-0 count.
That'll get a run in, AJ. Oh!
Jude Green hits the ball to right field. It one hops the fence. 2-run score. Green is up to third safely with a triple. That ball was almost out.
That ball was on the track. That just kept carrying. I didn't think it was getting out.
I have never seen a ball hit out of right field from one of our players besides did Mark ever do that?
Mark Brands, junior year, playing Belleville East. Wind was blowing out. Kid you not, he hit the shed.
And look at the flag right now. The wind is dead. That was wild. Good piece of
that
hitting
was a
by
lot of
Jude Green to put the Hawks on the board 2-0.
That was
As
a
the
lot
Hawks
of launch
tried to
angle.
suicide squeeze there.
A lot of launch angle.
We love the launch
love
angle here at
launch
Gibault
angle.
Catholic High School,
Coach Berghager loves it.
especially. You might see another attempted suicide squeeze here. Walk, 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 and nope. Ball past Green is aggressive. He's going to try to take home. He'll slide, and he is safe. Hawks take a 3-0 lead on the Oilers here in the bottom of the first. We go at this pace, we're going to be looking at a 5-inning playoff game.
It'd be nice.
Two count now to the 5-hitter, Braden Sabo. Didn't know he was up. Foul back. Sabo fighting off. And it'll nail the porta potty as you hear a little kid scream from the porta potty. There's a 3-2 count as Mr. Scare wants him to be a leadoff man in the 5-hole. Not sure that works with one out, but
Hey, if Scare wants him to be a leadoff hitter, he'll be a leadoff hitter.
and he'll get a line drive to left field as it'll be caught. Good piece of hitting. That's a quality at bat. That's all we care about. Ian Bollinger up to bat now.
That's a good at bat, buddy.
Ball in play. Catcher makes a play for the 3rd out of the inning.
Very productive first inning for the Hawks, AJs. They're up 3-0 going to the top of the second.
First ball in play in the top of the second is to Ian Bollinger, who will make the field the ball cleanly and make the out. You see how cleanly and out go in the same sentence? Field the ball cleanly, you're going to get outs, and you're going to win state. Second pitch is a ball in play, 1-3, second out.
That was fielded cleanly.
And they got an out.
Funny how that works, AJ.
You field the ball cleanly, you're going to get an out.
You know, Bo has a chance to be really efficient here, get this 3rd out.
I'm
on
saying
3
if you
pitches.
you hold him to like a pitch count to where he can throw Friday, in case you need him, you throw Daniel and then you put in Bo as like a desperate, but then you need to throw him game 3. But you don't care about game 3 when you're in game 2. You care about game 2. You care about winning against Columbia. Even though right now they're not even worried about that. So I doubt he gets pulled after 60 or whatever the number is because they're not worried about Friday until they know they've won this game. And there's 2 strikes to the 6 hitter here. 7 hitter. Excuse me. Swings like he wants to hit a dinger. But I don't think he will. And the Hawks get the 3rd out of the inning already. That'll take us to the bottom of the second. Hawks lead the Oilers 3-0. Hashtag TCB. Leading off in the bottom of the second, number 21, Hudson Blank. Ball low.
On base, leadoff guy.
Hudson Blank hits one in play, caught by the center fielder for the first out of the inning.
Oh,
Nick Chambers
daddy
fouls the first
hack.
one back.
Daddy hack by Chambers. Chambers only takes daddy hacks.
2-1 count to the DH, Nick Chambers.
No, AJ, maybe during their practices since regular season ended, maybe they figured something out their defense. Like you always say, most of the time regular season does not matter. If you make the postseason, if every team makes postseason, you got a
doesn't
chance.
What matters is showing up when the season's on the line. And that's what Scarrett's talking about. He says, every game before this and every game after this does not matter. As Nick Chambers walks, he said, every game before this and every game after this does not matter. The only thing we're worried about is this game right now. Your season's on the line. You need to play like it.
Right.
I was telling Mitchell, before you got here, they need to have each other's backs. They need to be band of brothers out there backing each other up, picking each other up when something goes wrong. And they need to fight like it's war. They need to fight like they're not going to be able to play another day. You're playing the best opponent you're playing the best opponent in the state. You got to play like they're Wood River. You got to play like you're going to beat them 17-1.
Gotta have that
5
confidence. Gotta have confidence.
But you also need to be expecting to lose, because if you go in there expecting to do too good, like if they came in, because ball will be roped to the left fielder, but it'll be down. Chambers will advance from second to third, and Schrader will advance from first to second. Runners on second and third for the Hawks with one out in the bottom of the second.
I wouldn't say that you need to expect you're gonna lose or something.
I'm not saying
but
go in thinking you're going to lose, but you can't go in playing against Wood River, because we all expected that they're going to win, but they can't go in with the attitude, oh, we're going to win.
right.
But you need to think you're
Because
going to
then
win.
when you think like that, then half the time you're gonna start playing down to your competition.
You need to think you're going to win, though. You're going to be like, but the approach you need is I'm going to do everything I can on this field today to give my team a win.
Yep.
That needs to be the approach. It's not going to be we already got the win, so I can slack off a bit. And I'm going to give my all to give my team the win. And then just bring up leadoff hitter Cameron Hanvey. Ball in play. Shortstop calls it, gets under it, squeezes it while jumping when he doesn't need to. For the second out of the inning, runners on third and second. In the bottom of the second, with 2 outs and the 2 hitters up, a lot of 2s. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is, as the show would say, too early.
AJ loves the show.
Don't we all? Ball high. Ball outside. 3-1 count.
You like could barrel something up here.
3-1.
Drive in a couple
3-1
runs?
moonshot to
Sure.
left center.
Or not, just walk.
He'll walk on 5 pitches.
Hey,
That'll load the bases for the 3-hitter Daniel Darren.
maybe it's time for Daniel to get one.
Right fielder scooting back, left fielder scooting in. Interesting bull strategy, Cod, and let's see how it pays off for him. That's gone. That's gone.
What did we say, AJ?
That's gone.
AJ,
Neil
what
Garcia
did we
hits a
say?
grand slam
What did I
as
say?
Eric Schrader, or Daniel Darren, I'm sorry, hits a grand slam as Eric Schrader calls it. That'll put the Hawks up 7-0.
Call me
Second
Brad
time I've
Thompson.
seen-
You know,
That is the second time I've seen a ball hit out of right field by a Gibault Hawk.
just casually call me Brad Thompson. Put me Valley Sports.
That is the Hawks' first home run of the year, and that'll bring up Jude Green, who almost hit a home run in the first inning. And I said in our pregame thing, Daniel Darren is going to be playing a different level of baseball in the postseason.
Pick it out, 2-8.
And Jude Green is now 2 for 2 with, let's see here, with a triple and a single. But he gets out trying to advance to second. That'll be 3 outs.
As after getting the leadoff hitter out, Bo hits the two-hitter. Now there's a man on first with one out. Bo tries to pick off the guy, but he gets back safely.
You know, a good example for the Cardinals' defense, or for the what the Hawks need their defense to be, was last night the St. Louis Cardinals defense. That's what Gibault's defense needed to be like. They needed the left fielder with veins popping out of his neck, making diving catches.
As that one will get popped up into the foul territory, and Bo will take it himself over Eli Garcia. Oh, and they almost get the out at first. Looks like Eli might be a little upset, but hey, just catch the ball. Someone catch it, doesn't matter who. Just get the out. Does not matter. And now number 2 up with 2 outs in the inning.
You know, no matter who you are in that situation, you cannot be mad at your teammate for making the play.
No.
Yeah, and he almost made the double play. But you cannot be mad. Even if that should have been your ball and the pitcher shouldn't have gotten that, you cannot be mad. This is playoffs. You need to be happy and getting out. however you
Runner
can.
steals.
Runner goes.
Hanvey with the, and it gets past Hudson. Goes into center field. But the runner stays at second base.
And he's safe on his stolen base, but you can't count it as an error. But obviously, you want
That's
some cleaner fielding.
stolen base. As the batter just whiffs at a pitch way above his head.
Sword.
As that ball is popped up into left field, that is still playable for Chase. He makes the third out of the inning.
Makes a sliding catch. That'll take us to the bottom of the third. This game is cruising by.
You know, at this pace, folks, the Hawks can keep piling up runs. We might be seeing a short game here in this playoff game. That'll be good for the Hawks. Keep Ryan Bollinger to a low pitch count, so therefore he can pitch later in the week, hopefully. Sabo here is working the count, looking to get the Hawks offense started this bottom of the inning. Very good take there from Sabo, bringing the count to full. With the on-deck hitter Ian Bollinger coming up to bat, we could see the bottom of the lineup as there's a curveball that'll stay high, and Brain Sabo will draw a walk as he'll get on base for the first time today. As in his previous at bat, he lined out to the left fielder. As the pitch to Bollinger is called a strike, and Sabo stealing on the pitch, and he will slide into second base safely. Love to see Scares keeping up with the intensity on the base pass, as they are hopefully trying to finish this game quick, so they can save their pitching for the rest of the week. And as a bunt was on there, but then Ian tries to push it out too much in front, and he misses. That'll bring the count to 0-2. And that pitch will hit him. That works. Get an 0-2 count, and then mistake by the pitcher. Get hit by the pitch, and now you got runners on first and second with no outs, and freshman Hudson Blank. As there will be time from the Wood River, as they're getting a mound visit, hopefully to calm down their pitcher.
Their coach looks like he could be a player. He literally looks like he's my age.
Honestly, maybe he is. Maybe he is a year or two removed.
And folks, with the way this one is going, the Hawks are looking to take on Columbia Friday. It'll be at Columbia, 4:30 start.
Your projected pitching matchup would probably be Daniel Darren versus
Wibbemeyer.
who?
Wibbemeyer, whatever his last name is.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I was expecting Jackson Holmes because you might throw your best to get to the championship.
Well, from what I've heard from a couple inside sources, is that it's a toss-up between both of them. Both of them have been great all season, and I'll say it again. I think Jackson Holmes is overrated. I don't think I'm wrong, but I know he's a slew commit, but I've seen him pitch a couple times. I don't think.
Right, it's a very fair take. He doesn't throw. You wouldn't, for what he throws, you wouldn't think that's D1 velocity. As Hudson lines a single into center field, and there looks to be a play at the plate as Coach Scare sends Brain Sabo home. And he gets in there safely with the runners advancing on the throw, so now there's runners on second and third, and still no outs.
The Wood River fans are mad like that call will change the game. Wood River fans are heckling ump like it is not 7-0. That'll bring up Pirates of the Caribbean superfan Nick Chambers. This will be our last broadcast of the year unless somehow Gibault gets another home game. But we do hope to see as many Gibault fans as we can there Friday. The boys need all support. I know when we were on the team, I never played, but I know the players enjoyed it. When the more fans we had, the better they play. So if you guys are listening to this, and this is of course if you are okay with leaving the house because of COVID and all that, attend the game, be there, support the Hawks. See them go to a section or a regional championship game, because then the winner of the Gibault Columbia game will play the winner of West Glen and Central, I believe, for the regional championship. And then they go to somewhere for the sectional. I know it's somewhere in Illinois.
You would hope so.
Fun fact of the day: did you know Coca-Cola was first sold in Georgia.
I didn't. That's actually where it was first invented. There's a nice take there from Chambers, and I'll bring the count to 2-2. Chambers looking to take another hack here, as he always does. Maybe drive something into a gap, score some more runs for the Hawks.
This has felt like a longer at bat.
Is that one will go foul yet
Ball
again?
back.
And the pitch to Chambers is whiffed at, and he'll strike out, and that'll bring up freshman, sophomore Chase Schrader.
Back up the middle, Chase.
And Schrader hit a double his first at bat.
Chase Schrader's out in front of that pitch. Then we can count to 1-2. Would love to see Chase Schrader here get a little nice two-strike approach. As that one is thrown back to the backstop, but it'll bounce off the barrier back to the catcher, and no run will advance. As that pitch is fouled off by Chase Schrader, putting up a good fight now. As there will not be a play at the plate. They'll go to first, and Chase Schrader will beat that soft ground ball out to the third baseman. That was a do-or-die play, but Chase with his speed beats that one out. And now the Hawks are still threatening with only one out. They have guys on first and third. Would love to see something here from the Hawks. Maybe a steal from Chase. Maybe even possible button steal with a suicide squeeze. We know AJ loves his suicide squeeze. But so far this game, Kim is... Oh. As he didn't realize that he had a ball in his back pocket, but now he calls times and gives it to the umpire. But so far this game, Kim has really struggled. He's going 0 for 2. His previous at-bat, he guys on second and third and popped up to left field as Chase will steal on that pitch, and that was ball one in the dirt. So now Cam has a great chance to put some more runs on the board for the Hawks with guys on second and third, one out, and is currently 9-0 in the bottom of the third. This Cameron will take strike one. That'll bring the count to 1-1. As Cam will fly out to left field, but that'll be deep enough to score Hudson Blank from third base. Cameron might not be happy with that at bat, but that is still a very productive at bat, as that'll bring the score to 10-0 Hawks. And now with two outs, senior Eli Garcia is up to bat with a guy on second base.
Good cut, 7. Straighten it out, buddy. Line drive.
As Eli just gets out in front of that ball and he pops it up right behind first base, but the second baseman will go catch it, and then it'll be 3 outs, and that'll take us into the top of the fourth inning with the Hawks leading 10-0, folks.
If the Hawks get 5 runs in the bottom of the fourth, and of course if the Hawks don't let up any runs here in the top of the fourth, if the Hawks don't let up any runs in the top of the fourth, and they don't score, and if they score 5 runs in the bottom of the fourth, game will be over. But if they don't give any runs here or in the top of the fifth, then game will be over.
As that ball is popped up to left field, and Chase Schrader will track that one down for the first out of the inning. And again, Bo is getting quick outs within the inning. These long innings from their Hawks offense have not been affecting him. He's been staying efficient, getting quick outs. And Bo's starting off where he left off with strike 1.
And so we're going to probably see Gibault versus Columbia. I know you don't assume it as a player, but we're going to assume it as the broadcasters here in the broadcast. And so we'll see Daniel Darren throw. Daniel Darren has been throwing pretty wicked numbers. He's only given up 7 earned runs on the year, and he's 4-4. Got a 1.4 ERA. But with giving up 7 earned runs, he's given up 27 runs because
How
the defense
bad.
does not make plays. So if the defense makes plays, something magical is going to happen, and they're going to win. Almost like I said pregame, if the Hawks play clean defense, they're going to go far. They're the dark horse team for me to make a playoff run.
And that ball will be fouled off. And with 2 outs in the inning, Ryan looking to get his 3rd out here as he throws a wicked pitch that fools the batter for strike 2. Bo picks off the runner on first, and is close, but doesn't get him. As Bo gets his ground ball to the shortstop Hudson Blake, he steps on second base for the 3rd out. That'll take us to the bottom of the 4th with the Hawks possibly looking to short game here in 4 innings if they score 5 runs, make it 15-0. We'll see what happens, folks. Sorry for that sudden gust of wind, folks. It got really windy here for about a couple seconds, if you heard that, but it's back to normal now. Hopefully no sudden gust of wind anymore.
There you go.
3-hitter up, Daniel Darren takes ball 1. And if you're just joining us, folks, Daniel Darren has had a game. He had a grand slam his last at bat as he singles down the first base line this at bat. Oh, and it gets past the right fielder, and he will take second base. Judo hit that the other way, and he seems to be limping up the first baseline. Might want to get him out of here. Hopefully it's not too serious, folks, because Jude is certainly someone they need in this lineup. But unfortunately, You never know with these type of injuries.
Base hit, Jude.
It was Monday night. We found that Jack Flaherty got taken out, but apparently, but after his game, he said it was not too serious. But now he's on the 10-day IL, possibly out 2 months. Sabo ripped that down the foul line.
How many at bats?
2. 3 for 2. Batting average of 1,500.
As Sabo ripped that into the left field center gap. And he'll definitely get a double out of that, and that'll Brian Lance
10 nothing to lose.
will score all the way from first base as Sabo finally gets some luck here. And he'll run into a base hit. That'll bring the Hawks to 12-0. They're still threatening here. Ian Bollinger could certainly drive Sabo in with a hit.
Did you both say for the cycle that Jude got a triple? There's a double, a single.
That's got 2-0.
His first pitch is a ball low. Ball low to bow. Try saying that 5 times fast. Ball low to bow. Ball low to bow. The second pitch will be fouled off. As that ball is high and the catcher doesn't catch it, and that'll go past him, which will allow Sabo to advance to third from second base. Now he's only 90 feet away from making this game 13-0. And the pitch to Bollinger, he'll probably chase another ball there and he'll strike out. That'll bring up Hudson Blank.
Now batting number 21, Hudson Blank.
The first pitch to Hudson is called a strike. As that pitch to Hudson is called a ball.
Stay ready, Huddy.
Stay ready, Huddy.
Stay ready, Huddy.
Very mindfully delay.
And that pitch was another ball, and that'll bring the count to 3-1. Hudson certainly looking to swing at something 3-1. And he does, and unfortunately it was a high pitch, and he swings at it, and that'll be caught by the first baseman in foul territory. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up senior Nick Chambers.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Let's get us going. Start a rally.
And the pitch to Chambers is whiffed at in the dirt,
Wait on it, 8.
and it'll be strike one.
Wait and explode.
Chambers is really just a free swinger, just trying to swing it at everything. One down the left field line. As that ball will be driven into center field, but it will be caught on the fly by the center fielder. We'll now go into the top of the fifth, 12-0 Hawks. As the pitch from Bollinger is called the first pitch strike. As the second pitch from Bollinger is whiffed at, and is strike two. And the third pitch to Bollinger is that was a wicked pitch and gets a sword. Wait. And with one out here in the top of the fifth. Ooh, and that pitch is just low. It'll be ball one. And that one is called a strike and count as 1-1. As that pitch will float in there for strike two. And the pitch is floated. And I don't know what Bo was trying to do there. Trying to have some fun, I guess, but that one is thrown in the dirt. Bo looking to get this batter out here. As he blows it past him for the second out of the inning. And folks, Ryan Bollinger is throwing a very good game here. He's only under 60 pitches. Is that what I'm hearing from my sources? He's at 52 pitches now, and he's still throwing strikes. That'll be strike one on the batter. As Bosch gets the sign, pitch. That'll be, ooh, that'll be called a ball. And that pitch is just low as well. That brings the count to 2-1. As Bo with the windup. Hitter hits a foul ball, and that'll be 2-2 here. The pitch from Bollinger is caught strike three! And Bollinger gets the no-hitter in 5 innings! He does it, folks! And I don't care what you say, folks, about innings or whatever, that is a no-hitter. Ryan no-hits Eastern Wood River in a great game from the Hawks all around. The defense was well. They fielded the ball cleanly, threw the ball well. The offense was explosive from the very first inning, and the pitching was just fantastic. And coming up later after the game, we will have interviews from Ryan Bollinger and Coach Andy Scare. Look for those later in the evening, or possibly tomorrow. Thank you for sticking with us, and we hope you have a great night.